Hey everyone! If you know us, you know we make a lot of videos about nuCamp trailers. The look, the quality, the possibilities for mods, all of these things are pretty obvious. But this time we wanted to focus on an often unexpected perk of buying a nuCamp product, the community and family that comes with it.
Little known fact, the nuCamp family is most likely more fun to be around than your actual family. So we reached out to folks with a few questions to see just exactly what it is that makes the nuCamp community so special.
We all found nuCamp for different reasons, but we all still found it, and I love hearing those stories. So here are a few of the reasons you found nuCamp.
Our deciding factor for buying the camper was it was just the right size that we could just take it out whenever we wanted to go camping, just like we did at tent.
nuCamp had quality and looked nice in addition, which, was something a little bit important to me, but you could see that the finish and fit on all the nuCamp trailers were fabulous.
I just literally bumped into a nuCamp trailer somewhere and I thought, wow, this is beautiful. And then as I examined it, I said, the fit and finish is just amazing.
I did a lot of research because I knew this was going to be my retirement plan. And I wanted something that the reviews stated quality.
From everything we read, they were really well made.
And I love the look of the nuCamp teardrops.
I've never towed anything before, so the tag felt comfortable for me, like doable.
So my husband wanted to upgrade from our tent. They had this sitting on the lot, and I'm like, ooh, this is nice. I can stand up in it, and it actually feels like an upgrade.
I was absolutely drawn to nuCamp as a company, as well as the design and build of this trailer, and it is super cute.
One of my friends recommended nuCamp, and I started researching and quickly found Mandy on YouTube, and her videos went ahead and pushed me. That was the one. I had to have a nuCamp.
When most people buy a trailer, rallies and get-togethers are the last thing on their mind. I mean, I'm pretty sure I didn't even know what a rally was when I bought my first tag.
Making the decision to attend your first rally can be kind of scary, especially for introverts like me. So let's hear why some of you decided to take the leap and attend your first rally.
So we decided to go to our first rally to really just meet people who liked camping like us.
Nobody had really formed groups, so I wanted to meet people who own tabs, and so I could just sort of soak up all their knowledge, soak up all their information.
Kind of pretty much being empty nesters, we thought it was the perfect time to maybe go meet other people and see, who else is out there in life.
Hopefully we were looking for people that were like us, and we found it. We found a community.
And I was very interested in getting involved and going to the rallies, even before it got to the point where I was working as a team member.
And we were looking to learn. We wanted to learn about how other people use these trailers and how they camped.
Looking at the agenda and the different speakers that would be there and the information that they were giving, in addition to just the location of where the rallies were,
to be able to get more information about using the camper, learning about the camper.
Being able to look at the factory, I have this innate urge to tear things apart, and this was a way to see what was on the inside without tearing my camper up.
We really wanted to see the factory, and we were incredibly impressed.
The reason we ended up at our first tab rally was because he was starstruck by the two of you. So
there was some of that.
I saw an advertisement for the rally and I signed us up. I didn't even tell Jane that I had signed us up. I just signed us up.
It just sounded like so much fun that I wanted to participate in it.
And just to have some fun. What an experience. If you haven't done it, go to a rally.
So, you took the leap and attended your first rally.
I mean, was it really that scary? Was it what you expected?
I remember being nervous about my first rally. But really, all I had to do was show up, pet a lot of dogs, and hardly talk to anyone. It was pretty great.
We didn't know what to expect. We honestly thought we were entering a nerd convention. When we got there, it was warm. It was inviting. Not that Mandy and Kendrick aren't nerds.
My impression immediately was, wow, how friendly. Everybody was just friendly. There was no stranger.
I was a little intimidated, but when I pulled into Winkleplex, it quickly changed. I realized what an awesome group of people there are.
We just didn't know what to expect. It absolutely exceeded any expectations we could have.
It was more than I expected. At this point in my life, being around people that are a lot of fun, that's the most important thing I can do.
We were worried that everybody knew each other and we wouldn't know anyone, we wouldn't be included, and that was not the case at all.
I was so impressed with how friendly people were, how they were willing to come to me, even though they had known each other from previous rallies.
It exceeded my expectation, honestly, because it just felt like going to a family reunion with a bunch of people that I didn't know.
Wow. Never thought there were so many out there and so many people doing it.
Overwhelmed by a lot of information and a lot of enthusiasm.
It was beyond what I expected as far as information.
The nuCamp thing, I had no idea what to expect. There was even a little reluctance on my part to even go. I met lifelong friends there. I'm a rally guy, and I'll attend as many as I possibly can going forward.
It was such, really, fellowship. That was primary.
Now that you're hooked on rallies, you're probably having to explain yourself to your friends and family who might think you're a little bit crazy.
We asked, what's your favorite thing about rallies? And it's no surprise that many of you had the exact same first response.
My favorite things about the rallies are the people. I love the people.
The people. Meeting the people.
It really is the people.
Meeting different kinds of people.
And meeting people that ultimately become part of our greater lives.
The people. I've made lifelong friends through rallies.
Just the camaraderie of like-minded people and having a mimosa every once in a while.
But the other thing that was really surprising was the food.
Definitely the food. Cinnamon rolls, big donuts.
The Amish donuts.
Other than the Amish donuts? Yeah.
Hey, and the food ain't bad either, as you can probably tell by my triple chin.
Didn't even have to bring a drink most of the time. I mean, it just amazes me like how much food and how much alcohol people can fit in these tiny campers.
The food, every single time we have been blown away by the food.
The very kind of family communal approach to how the meals were shared was really nice.
Like the contests. And I hadn't played cornhole in ages, and I made it to the semifinals. So the chili cook-off, and I got second place. And it was fun competition. It wasn't, too cutthroat.
It's like going to camp, with summer camp.
I made this at the Tabazona rally, and that was one of those drink, sip and paint.
I really enjoy is doing the trivia at the rallies that we've had this past year. It sounds boring trivia, but we add a spin to it, so it's really worth doing.
I enjoy helping other people, and working with the team gives me the chance to do that with countless people around every day.
We all know that one of the best things about camping is sitting around telling campfire stories, based on the memories that camping in our trailers brings us.
These stories are what keep bringing us back and the glue that holds us together. Here are just a few of the stories that our nuCamp family shared with us.
And we offered to make breakfast for some folks. We had some eggs. Well, it turned out our eggs were completely frozen. And so someone else had some eggs, and someone else had some bacon, and someone else had some orange juice. And so it was kind of like a stone soup kind of breakfast and brought everybody together, and it was really cool.
The first 2 years, I was fortunate, or maybe unfortunate, to be camped next to Bob Peliquin. I was just very fortunate to be able to meet him, and it was a constant flow of information. So probably learned more from him than anyone.
The recent rally at Tabazona, we organized a tag caravan down from Colorado. I went with gals that I had met at the last rally. It was really empowering, and we learned a lot. We learned to caravan, you don't all stay together on the highway because people get road rage.
Well, when we first pulled up to the Tabarado rally, it was a long haul trip. So we pulled in frazzled. The last thing we thought about was prepping our site for presentation. And Tom of Tomcat comes on over with probably a microfiber cloth and starts washing our truck and our camper. And I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? But it was so thoughtful.
At the last Smoky Mountains where the awning collapsed, broke one of the arms on the side. And Mike next door with a Cirrus and Mimi's Mike came over and helped me fix that up so we got by for the rest of the trip.
When I went to the Tabazona rally and I checked in, there was a person at the rally, Mimi. She is the friendliest person that I've ever met. Being solo, when I needed something to do, I was a little idle. I just wandered over to the clubhouse, and Mimi was always there at the door, at the table. But it was always nice knowing that I could wander to the clubhouse, bump into somebody, and Mimi for sure would be there.
There was a woman attending with her husband. She was in a wheelchair. We were having a big dance on Saturday night, and she was feeling a little bit left out. So we decided that we were going to make her a part of it. We all danced in a circle with her, just included her in that rally family. I tell you what, it was a moving experience for everybody there.
It sure was.
It's about friends and family.
I think for us, it was the rain and the flood in the rally that we attended in 2019.
The year that it rained like it was Noah's Ark. It was a massive mud puddle bog.
Oceanfront property.
We were in dire mud. And Nate had to go around and pull everybody out with his tractor.
Just ask Patrick Wilson.
That's the one where I ended up with this pond around my camper. And but I had a great time. And, you know, you just got to make the best of it.
People just embraced that. There were jokes about it. People were just slogging through.
In times of trouble, you always meet people. It was a good way of connecting with other people because everybody needed help with something that year.
That's going to stand out forever as the rally of the year.
If it isn't clear to you by now, there's kind of a common theme going on here. Friendships.
For many people, these rallies are about much more than just entertainment and socializing. Some friendships that have formed because of the nuCamp community have been absolutely life-changing.
The friends we made, especially Mandy and Kendrick, we would have never drove 30 hours to Big Bend. And I don't think we would have gone camping as much as we have if it wasn't for these rallies, to be honest.
I almost was at the point of wanting to quit Facebook because there's so many negative people and so much negative groups out there. And I don't see that with any of the nuCamp people. I see so much positivity. It stays with you all the time.
And just seeing people just 2-3 times a year, I mean, it's kind of cool, you know, and you have that connection that just stays connected, even though you don't see each other for months and months on end.
And when I retired a few years ago from teaching, and it was like, okay, I don't have this huge network. So camping, and especially with a nuCamp product, it was incredible. These are just lifelong friendships now.
The rallies have introduced me to a whole new group of friends. I have more friends now than I've had probably since high school. Once you leave work, you lose those friends you worked with. So through these rallies, there's always someone in your life.
It's made our circle bigger. We actually make dates to catch up with them and go camping.
So we've become family, and it's been that's all been a direct result of just meeting at that initial rally.
Our relationships with other nuCamp owners are, first of all, because we both own the same product, but because of that, we find out what they're like as a person and build a relationship with each other as people.
Such an opportunity to just grow another group of friends.
I just can't tell you what it's meant to me to be part of this family.
Because you share in the experiences with other people, which is what life's really about.
Explaining the nuCamp family to somebody who doesn't own a nuCamp product is pretty difficult to do.
It's not really a selling point that you ever hear from a dealer, and typically not a question a buyer even thinks to ask.
How surprised were you when you first discovered this community, and how important is it to you now?
No, I had no clue as to what I was getting myself into.
We had no idea that we were getting a family when we bought this trailer.
I had no idea that there was such a community of helping each other, it was an extra special bonus to the vehicle that we bought.
The idea of a community wasn't even something I thought twice about. I didn't know that I would want that.
Quite frankly, it would make me resistant to ever consider anything else in the future other than a tab because I wouldn't want to leave my friends behind.
I didn't really know what I was getting into. It just kind of became part of the whole culture. I didn't expect that.
I think I kind of knew that there was the community. I just didn't know, how open and welcoming it was going to be.
I think that we knew that there was going to be an included community, but we didn't realize until we were in a bind and we needed something how important that community was going to be.
All right, you got over your hesitance of going to a rally. You've made mistakes, but you've also made lifelong friends. You're a pro now.
So what advice do you have for people who are just starting out with their new nuCamp trailer?
My advice to new trailer owners is always go camping first. Don't invest a ton of money until you've gone out a few times.
Take it out a few times. That's the only way you'll know what kinds of extra accessories and things you might need to make your camping experience the best.
Park in your backyard for a night or two and figure everything out in your backyard.
Educate yourself on the product. It's a great product. Don't be shy. Ask questions.
Well, I see a lot of women who are single wondering whether or not they can do this. And as a single older woman, you absolutely can.
Getting out there, not being intimidated.
And don't be afraid to ask questions. There's always somebody out there that's going to help you.
There's no such thing as a stupid question.
This is a community that will jump in with answers and suggestions and help.
We've probably all committed the same stupid things as you have.
Take care of your trailer. Hey, they're great machines, but they need to be cared for.
Attend a rally. It will fast track you into this community of fun.
I've now attended Tabazona and Tabarado with Mandy and Kendrick. If you haven't done that, you need to look into it.
Join the forum, join the Facebook groups, and attend rallies.
Because when you sign up for one of those and you go to your first one, it's a game changer.
It does introduce you to all the things you never thought about.
Don't worry about it. Get there as quick as you can. First one you can get to, go to. The people are friendly. They expect you to walk around and stop and talk to them.
If you get a chance, attend a rally or a lot of rallies.
Embrace mistakes as learning opportunities. Treasure those memories as great campfire stories.
Embrace it all and enjoy the moment.
Pack up as much as you can think of and go.
Just get out and enjoy it as much as you possibly can.
Just get in it and go.
Get out there and take the adventure.
Just make the best of it. No matter what happens, just make the best of it. You're on this side of the grass, be happy.
While we could only feature a handful of the amazing nuCamp family members professing their love for camping and the outdoors that these tiny trailers allow us to enjoy, we assure you there are many more.
The nuCamp family is constantly changing and growing, but there are a few things that remain the same. The people are kind, caring, selfless, and pretty fun. And there might even be one or two people who remind you of that weird aunt or uncle who constantly show up to family reunions, but we all love them anyways.
Hopefully now you have a little better understanding of why so many people are crazy about being part of the nuCamp family. So, here's to building a community one tiny trailer at a time. Love and light.
Candy and Mendrick. Candy and
You said it all.
I probably didn't look at the camera enough.
Which question? Pick one.
Pick one.
I need that drink.
We love you guys. I hope you're recording.
Am I super overly cheesy when I talk like this? Because I feel cheesy.